I didn't hear it come out.
Go.
Are you sure it's recording?
Yeah, positive.
Okay. Okay, Dad, this is how you're going to fix your garage door. You're going to need 2 vice grips, and you're going to need a 9/16 socket, and you're going to need 2 winding bars. Use the ones that you made for your garage door when you did your own 2 garage doors on your first garage. If not, make 2 new ones out of rebar or some very, very strong metal, about 18 inches long and a smidget smaller than the hole on the spring. And that's what you'll need for tools. First step is to take this off, disconnect your opener so that you can operate your door by hand. Okay? If you're pinched in so bad because you smashed it, just force it up. So what you want to do is you want to lift your door up until it's about 1 inch or 2 off the floor like that. Then you're going to take a vice grip on one side and the second section, back on up, on the second section, top roller. You're going to pinch your vice grip underneath the roller like so. Can you get that? Is that in there, Kate?
Nowadays.
Okay, like that. You're going to pinch it really hard. So that way it won't go. You're doing the exact same thing to the other side on the very same rollers. Okay? Once you get that done, what you'll be able to, when you get your ladder out, make sure you probably have 2 springs. One on, one's going one way, one's going the other way. You're going to do what's called back winding the springs. Come close. So climb up your ladder.
Don't hurt yourself.
On one hole, okay, you're going to stick your winding bar in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lift up just enough to where there's enough tension released off the cables, and you're going to slide your other winding bar in on this bottom hole and let it rest up against the garage door. You may have to go 3/4 of a turn, you may have to go half a turn, whatever it is. What you want to do
You touched it.
What you want to do is you want to relieve the tension off of your drum, okay, that's holding your cable. Alright? Once you do that, this cable right here is going to come slack. Okay, it's going to be, right now it's taut. When you do that, it's going to come slack. You want to maybe put another vice grip, attach it to this cable here on both sides, this side and on that side, in order to hold the tension on the drum. Because if you don't, the cable, which you see right here, hooked in there, is going to come loose off this drum. You want to just keep it on there. If it comes off, no big deal. You gotta remember to put it back on before you reinstall the garage door or re-put the tension back on. Anyways, back wind both sides of the spring, that side and that side, and then this part's all going to be loose. All this cable that you see here, all these cables are going to be loose. Okay, so now that you've got both springs back wound and you've got no tension on your bottom plates, those are the ones that are about 8 inches long, 10 inches long, and they've got probably red screws in them. Once you have no tension on the cables, you can reach over here and grab them. They're nice and slack, no tension. You can go ahead and disassemble your bottom section. What you want to do is you want to take the bottom plates off and pull those away. Maybe just kind of let them rest. There's pins in there with the cables. Just leave those alone. Those are fine. Just pull the plates off and let them sit where they sit. And then take I think you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hinges maybe across. Maybe you only have 3. But you want to take the top, the first hinge off, and then the middle hinge, and then the other side, and pull those and take them completely off the door. If you're good enough, you can take just the bottom parts off, lift it up, and leave it on leave the top part attached to the bottom section. Anyways, what that's going to do, that's going to release your door, the bottom section, and then you're going to be able to pull it out. But you want to make sure you take the hinges or rollers and stuff out so that you can slide the old one out. The new one probably does not need to be prepared. It's probably already ready to go. You may have to cut. They usually have a little bit of extra astragal on the bottom of the door, weather strip. You may have to cut, an inch or 2 off to make sure it's level with the door or in line with the door. And you want to do everything in the exact reverse order. Put the section in, lift it up, lift up this section, screw in the middle, screw in the ends, whatever, and then put the bottom plates on. Screw them back in those already pre-made holes. Once you've got that done, you can go ahead and unwind or take the bars out of your springs. But you want to remember that the cable needs to be wrapped correctly around the drum, so make sure you look at the drum prior to doing this so that you can see how it's wrapped around the drum. Remember, you want to make sure there's tension on those drums by hanging some weight or pulling on this cable so that it creates a downward pull so it stays sprung on your drum. Once you undo one spring, it'll automatically give enough tension to do all that stuff. So take your tension off your spring so that you can, or put your spring back on, and then you can just unclip your vice grip, hook your stuff back in, and you're ready to go. The most important thing is to make sure there's no tension on the cables when you take those bottom plates off. And make sure you clamp both sides, because once you take tension off, if you don't have them both sides, your door is going to go crooked. It's going to become unbalanced. Call me if you have any questions. Bye.